Hi guys, how we all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Not a reaction today, and just posted an update video. You've probably seen I posted a community post thing to the channel the other day, and there hasn't been many uploads on the channel for a week or two. Don't know how long that's actually been. I'm someone who really needs to start taking my own advice and being there for myself. Because I'm always there for you guys, and I'm always the one in the Discord chat talking to people and stuff. But yeah, I am definitely someone that needs to start taking my advice and needs to start listening to what I tell other people, basically. For those of you who don't know, to give you a bit of a quick backstory relating to the situation of how it's got this far now. So yeah, I lost my job in March and obviously was made redundant. Bought myself a motorbike, great. Started riding the motorbike, started delivering. Absolutely love my motorbike. And yeah, all was good, carried on. Got myself another job in the UK. I think it is in America as well, in a place called Cash Converters. And just could not work there. Morally wrong, being told to effectively rip old people off, rip anyone off, get them out the store as quick as possible. So yeah, left that job. Recently just got a new job, and again, retail. I thought I was doing great, I had the knowledge, I had everything, and I've just had my probation failed. Yeah, by clearly someone who doesn't like me. That was basically the reason behind it. Not going to name that company yet because there's things going on in the background now, and I've sent an email and things. But should they choose to uphold that decision, then yeah, things might change, because I think everyone deserves the right to know that some of these stores and the way they operate and the way these people operate, yeah. So yeah. I was left again with no full-time in-store undercover from weather job, and before that, because I've got to try and get the timeline right. So a couple of days ago, last week sometime, I have just had my MOT done on the motorbike. It passed, all good. Just paid £145 out to put a brand new back wheel on the thing, because its tread was probably over the legal limit, to be fair, because of the amount of miles I've been doing. And it comes out the next morning, starts the bike up, and instantly when you ride a bike, when you ride it as much as I do, you know when the new sound starts. So I was like, that's new. That's not normal. Doesn't normally sound like that. So as you do, you look for a local garage. This happened to be Bank Holiday Monday, so there wasn't many garages open. I did find one open, one that would see the bike, one that wouldn't charge, just to have a little look before I do any work or anything, so all good. Goes to the garage, and the guy looks at it, listens to it, diagnoses it, and says that it potentially sounds like it could be a crank. Now, with my bike being the bike it is, obviously single crank, single, piston, valve, whatever. It's just a one in the engine that does that to obviously ignite the fuel and stuff. My bike internal engine knowledge is very limited. Obviously I'm learning to do my own services and things. So he said it's fine to ride for now. It is an expensive repair, but you're good to go. And like I've put in my other videos on the other channel, I am very lucky that I have cousins that can do things to bikes, can fix bikes and stuff like that. So I was like, good, okay, it's rideable. I won't run it too hard or anything like that. So gets it home, goes to the bike club that I now ride with and hang around with, and let one of their guys listen, and he come up with a different diagnosis, but basically the same thing of it's fine, it's rideable. It just needs a service. It needs either the valve placement, I think he said, adjusting, or your cam chain. So when I spoke to my cousins, the cam chain is actually pretty bad, and apparently can't be tensioned on my bike. It's auto tensioned, and if it slips, then there's an issue. So I'm like, fine, okay, it's not as an expensive repair as the other garage said, so that's one less headache. Start riding home that night at 9:30. Noticed the noises getting slightly louder, but I'm like, okay, wasn't speeding, was doing the speed limit, probably under the speed limit, to be fair. And then what could only sound like a bag of metal bolts, nuts, bolts, it just went crunch, clang, cling, clang, crunch, clang, and lost all power and now won't start. And we've now got to the diagnosis, or the expected diagnosis, when my cousin opens the engine. But from what I've explained to him, it's basically that I have shot either a valve through a piston or a piston through a valve, and it is pretty much dead. I'd have no idea how much it's going to cost to repair. So, yeah. This week, this year, this month, whatever, has been absolutely great in terms of problems and issues and stuff. It's completely thrown me off the YouTube thing and stuff, as it would, you can imagine. It's just took all the inspiration away. I didn't want to do anything. But the silly thing and the stupid thing that I did do today, luckily I didn't, because I'm obviously making this video. But you guys have been there from day one. You deserve to know. When I got that meeting to say basically, yeah, probation failed, I was like, right, so my bike is blown up. I have no way to earn on the deliveries until it's either fixed or repaired. And now, just because you don't like me, it's, yeah, you have no job anymore. I walked out of that store in Liverpool city centre the other day and headed towards the Mersey. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I thought, what the fucking point? What is the point anymore? People didn't have faces. It's the second time in my life I've experienced this feeling. And I was trying to get, down the city centre, and I just so happened to take a shortcut and thought, what am I doing? And I tried to call my mum. She answered, and I was in work. And yeah, my mum was brilliant. Obviously worried, shocked, couldn't believe it. And then I got off the phone to her and called them to give her the news and things, and she's been absolutely unbelievable. As you would imagine from a fiance. A lot's happened and stuff, and the bike should be able to be repaired and things, so it's not as bad as first thought. And I've got money for now, so as long as it doesn't go on too long, it's all good. But yeah, you guys deserve to know, it's not been cool lately. It's not been good. I have not been sleeping. And yeah, when she gave me that news of the day, I just felt like coming out of that shop and just, what the fuck is the point? Can't get any worse, can it? And of course it could obviously have got worse. I was being selfish. If I'd have been and done something stupid, what would Em have done? What would my mum and dad have done? Well, I've got little Frank the gaming pug down here. To be fair, this pug has not left my side. Yeah, boy, he's just sat there watching. He knows there's something wrong. He keeps nudging me for strokes and following me around and things. And they say animals, know and can sense when something's not right. 100%. This little pug man of mine, my little buddy, he knows, and he's been my emotional support pug. But yeah, things should be getting better. The engine didn't. I've been asked a couple of questions. It didn't spit out stuff on the floor. It didn't leak all of its oil or whatever it is all over the floor. So that that could have been a thing that happened, and that would have been total death. Worst comes to the worst, I'll probably just sell it for parts, and I'm probably going to have to finance a bike or something like that for the meantime, which needs must. It's one of those things, but yeah, you guys deserve to know. You deserve to know the updates and stuff of what's been going on. If I was to say right now I'm okay, yes, I'm 95% better than I was a couple of days ago. I've thought about things, I've spoke to Em at length, I've processed stuff, I'm okay. But yeah, the dark thoughts, man, the dark places, it's so easy, and it's so, it's so quick to go from being this side to the dark side is always just so close. But yeah, I've noticed there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of new music. There's some exciting music on the horizon. I've seen Amy Lee, Poppy and Courtney LaPlante are teasing something, which could be big. But yeah, I'm cool. This isn't one of those videos. I'm not coming on here and asking for money or anything like that. I've already seen that there's videos going around. Tank has put something out. I was watching a little bit of Berb's video last night. There's a reason I keep myself to myself, you know. I won't touch on that subject too much. I have always pretty much kept myself to myself in the creator space, built the channel on my own, and I've got to where I've got to today without needing necessarily the help of people. I just don't really get involved in that. But yeah, there's some big thing going around. Apparently reactors are making millions and all this and thousands and stuff. And trust me, we're not. Because if we were, I'd just go like outside and kick the bike down the street and buy a brand new one. We don't. We don't make a lot of money. And I will sort myself out like a man should do. So yeah, you guys just deserve to know I've been quiet. There's not been any uploads. I've been talking to my mods on my Discord server and things. And yeah, I've always been open and honest and gave you updates about what's going on. And, you know, you deserve to know as the community, because if you aren't there, there's no channel. And I don't really want to lose that as well, because there would pretty much not be anything for me to do then. But yeah, there we go. So I'm fine. Yeah, I posted that poster today just because people were asking when I was I okay? The other day, no, I was not okay. But in about an hour or so's time, I'm going to go and meet Em from work, and I believe we're going for some peri chicken, or whatever it is. And yeah, just to get out the house, basically, because I'm going stir crazy. But there we go. I will try and get some new videos out. Music, like I've always said to you, music's always helped me. It's always something I've gone to. But yeah, that's the situation right now. So apologies for being quiet. Yeah, life right now is just like, oh, he's woke up, let's kick him in the balls. Oh, he's woke up, it was a couple of hours ago, he's recovered from that kick in the balls, let's do it again. So yeah, I've now realised that I've learned, and I've always been one of those people that you live and you learn kind of deal. Retail can go fuck itself, as far as I'm concerned. That's not happening again. I don't think I could ever do that. Work in that environment and work for someone who's got so little respect for any other human. But yeah, we live and we learn, we move on, and should things not go the way that they might not, then who knows? People deserve to know. You know, if you're going to fuck people around and threaten to be what you're doing, then yeah, I have my own audience that I can let know that a lot of them are gamers, a lot of them are into tech, a lot of them may visit one of your stores somewhere. So we'll see. But anyway, I will catch you all later. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks for the messages on the community tab. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got left to say. Yeah, I'm rambling now. Right, take care. Bye for now.